So dysautonomia, what do we do about it? Recently did a video talking about what dysautonomia is and how it plays out in chronic health and chronic pain issues. How do we deal with it, and how do we work with it, and how do we spot it? The key is in being able to understand how the nervous system should behave, how physiology normally behaves, reading physical presentations that we might be able to pick up, sense, body language, responses in the physiology, a change of colour in the face, a body posture change, a bracing, all sorts of things. Plus there is an energetic kind of sense that we might feel of, whoa, what just happened there? What's just happened there? We very often will stop someone and pause, invite a pause when we're going through a session, because if you just get people to just talk about things, then actually you can just re-traumatize them. And your system is just repatterning the dysfunctional pattern and the adaptive pattern that's really not helping them. So it doesn't serve them any purpose. Being able to know what is reasonable and normal, and when the body gets stuck, and how you observe that in a session is the crux of how you work with dysautonomia. So for example, if someone were talking through something, or we might still things down, get them to notice what's going on, they're talking about an issue, and then they begin to, you maybe notice that they pull back, or their body, what was that? Oh, that's interesting. As you talk about that, and the body's just pulling back, or they're just doing that slightly, and you probably can't see it on the camera, but if I exaggerate it, perhaps it's sort of, they might be doing something like that. That's a bit exaggerated. And we're pausing and go, what is that? As they talk about that, then what's happening? Oh, can you feel that tension? Yes, the body's armoring itself. Or I'm going, okay, there's a glassiness in the eyes. You talk about that. Where's the emotional quality here? Or we might be just going, your hands look as though they've gone a little bit pale, or what's going on with this movement activation here? The leg's getting very active, so it looks like you're more in sympathetic activation, and as you're talking about this, a part of your body looks as though it's really rigid. Your eyes have gone a bit fixed and you're focusing in, and yet this leg is just having a quick move. There's all sorts of things that we're tracking to go, right, so it looks like you might be talking about something where you might want to get out of some situation, or something was frightening or scary or intimidating or angering or something like that, but the body then is exhibiting some kind of hold, like a no, don't do that, I can't do what the body instinctively wants to do. It's getting stuck somewhere, and then we might work with that. That's one rather crude but obvious example, and it may be much more subtle than that, and we'll be watching for what just happened in a body language, or where the eyes went, or what happened to the facial colour. I might even get a sense of what's going on in your tummy. That's just feeling tight. Okay, we're getting some kind of response here of a bracing, or some kind of, or maybe actually we're tracking it and going, actually it's gone from that now into a more gurgly, relaxed state. Tracking the physiology is really important part of working with dysautonomia, and seeing how that relates to a pattern. Talk about the dominoes toppling a lot. Maybe we want to still the lake, and you can see the impact of a single raindrop better than you can in a storm. And so what I mean by that is, when we slow things down and we still things, then we can notice when the body has an impact. Oof, right, what was that? What was that? That's the first domino to topple. And if we can track what your body is doing, and there's the pathway that it's learnt to do to cope with it. What we want to do often is to catch it, have enough capacity in the system to be able to do it. This is where vagal tone and all the vagus nerve comes in, because we can put the brake on, Stephen Porges' polyvagal brake. We can put the brake and hold the system enough, and there's a relational piece that means that that was then, this is now. We can change the pathway that the nervous system might take, leading to it being able to restore a normal homeostasis, normal yin-yang, normal fluctuating status within the body, and so take us out of the dysautonomia pathologies. Don't want to pathologize, but a pathological process of Crohn's, inflammatory pathologies and autoimmune pathologies. It will take us out of those when the body comes back into regulation. Bringing the body back into balance is ultimately what we need to do, and the mind and body back into balance. And so that's how we work with dysautonomia. Hi, I'm Roger. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.